a Gorgar MPU and driver board sent back to me for repair and checkout, and the main problem with the driver board that was reported by the customer here was that Q10 was being locked on, and it turns out that the reason it was being locked on was one of these capacitors here, a coupling capacitor, had failed, which is very strange. That doesn't often happen. And then it also has, as you can see, two leftover AMI PIAs, which have a unusually high fallout rate. And this third one here I had to replace because it was failed. And I'll roll in a picture of the tester that I used to determine that. The only coil that's on right now is the coin lockout coil, and that's completely normal. So let's put it into test. And the first test is, once I press the button, display test. Nice. This is driving the high voltage plasma displays that I scavenged this display panel out of a World Cup, as I recall. The next test is lamp test. So on my Siegecraft lamp tester, which is kind of nice. He makes these for tailored. You have to have a tailored wire bundle for system 3 through 7, 11, etc. And then this is my homemade tester for the coils, and we'll see those go from 1 through 16 and then do the special solenoids. That blue one there and this green one here are the AC Select circuits on Data East and Williams MPUs, System 11s. So that went through all of the 16 normal coils plus the 6 special solenoids. I've got a ground wire here that I'm going to rake across this connector, just like that, and it will actuate each of these 6 special solenoids. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that shows the switch inputs for those special solenoids is working properly. And the next test is switch test. And for this, I rely on my Pennytech tester. And this is a Gorgar. And Gorgar only has 44 switches, and Williams reported only up to the maximum number of switches that the game has, which is silly. It should have reported all 64, but there's the 44th. I went through the whole column 1 and every row as far as up to 44, and those are all working properly. So now we're into the audits and adjustments, and you have to reboot the game for this to work with the Gorgar vintage board set. Well, these are all working 100% again. The other thing I did is the MPU board hadn't had the male headers replaced on it, so I did that also, and I replaced all the headers all the way around on this board. So this MPU board right now is rock solid. I may replace the headers on the driver board. I'll leave that up to the client. Thanks again for sending it.